Thank you very much for joining us. So first of all, a few words about your work. Some think that maybe you're supposed to fix the world and make Israel a better place by just saying what's to do, but it's not so simple. Tell us a bit about your role.
Okay, so first of all, I would like, before speaking about my work, to send deep condolence to the three families of our soldiers, Leah, Ohad, and Ori Yitzhak, that were killed today at the border with Egypt. If I go to my role, I would say, first of all, I was elected by the Knesset, by the Parliament of Israel, at the same procedure that the Knesset elects the President of Israel. And the reason for that is because they want me to be independent. In my role as a state controller, we are auditing over 2,000 public bodies. All the public sector in Israel is subject to our audit, and we have variety of audit reports related to many issues. Some of them, for example, on the economic side, how can we promote competition within Israel? How we can deal with the cost of living? And some of them in defense issues, such as threats of drones. How do we handle that? Or how do we keep right and be ready for earthquake? And also from other related issue to the IDF and the Ministry of Defense, and also police and law enforcement within Israel.
And what you write in the reports, is that obligation? Is that recommendations? How is that really to be seen by the government and the state?
Well, by law, each government institute or each director general of a government institute must respond to us and tell us what he did with the deficiencies we found and how did he adopt the recommendation we sent and we gave in our report. And eventually we are doing follow-up reports, and we found out that over 60% of the deficiencies that were raised within our reports were already fixed or on their way to be fixed. So we measure ourselves, and it's very important for us to be very effective.
Now, I wanted to go into two issues. A few hours before I left Israel to here to the United States for this conference, I participated in the funeral of yet another Jew who was killed on the roads of Judea and Samaria. And I understand that you're not allowed to present most of the details, but you're working these days on a report about those challenges, the security challenges on the roads in Judea and Samaria. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, now we are in a process of conducting a very comprehensive audit about the security of the roads in Judea and Samaria. We found out, unfortunately, that there were many terror actions during the last year on the roads of Judea and Samaria, and we are in the middle of a process of auditing the preparedness of all the operational response to the protection of the roads, the road protection infrastructure, the missing of cellular coverage, the issue of the interface between the parties that should secure those roads. And the last item I would mention is the issue of the neglected barriers and the need of manning checkpoints within Judea and Samaria in different areas in order to prevent more terror actions.
Yes, the family members of the person who was killed were talking about that checkpoint that in their case was missing.
That's right, and I could mention also we had a previous report regarding the fence that protect especially the center of Israel, and one of the main deficiencies was that the fence, like those barriers, was not maintained as it should have been. And it should be noted that in this fence, the government of Israel invested over 8 billion shekel, which means $2.2 billion, and we found out that it was totally destroyed.
Wow.
So, and part of our, as you have mentioned, we look very closely how we are effective. So we saw that upon sending our main findings to the government, the cabinet took a decision to rebuild the fence, and I hope also that our findings that relate to the safety of the people that are being driving and all the people that lives in Judah, Samaria will also be much more better after taking into consideration the deficiency that we will raise, of course.
Now, thank you very much. I'd like to relate to one of the significant reports that you presented not long ago, and that's about Operation Guardian of the Walls, Shomer Chomot, a very out of the ordinary. Every war and every violent clash and riots are out of the ordinary, and attacks that we saw, it was throughout Israel, it was inside the cities, it was sometimes between residents of Israel, citizens of Israel, Arabs, and citizens of Israel, Jews, a very complex security situation, but also there you said, and you woke up the state and explained that things had to be done differently, and things have to be done differently or prepared differently for the second wave that can come.
Yes, indeed, I agree with you. We published last year a very comprehensive report regarding Shomer HaChomot and the situation that we faced in Israel a year and a half ago within the mixed cities. Some of the recommendations related also to the Shabak role, whether our intelligence forces, whether should they focus only on Gaza and Yehuda v'Shomron, and maybe they should be more involved. Classic terrors. But we mentioned that we recommended also that the cabinet will look upon whether they should be more involved and also in issues that relate to the mixed cities. Another issue we raised, we also recommended the Attorney General to sue people that were involved in terrorist actions and they damaged facilities of municipalities, they damaged police cars, or they damaged synagogues, to sue them, because it's not enough only to take them into criminal court, and we've just heard a judge that is acting here in United States, but I think we in Israel should study more from United States how to handle also civil cases against terrorists and fight them through what we are calling follow the money. It can be either to those who are damaging us. It can be also related, for example, I give you another example. We look at the issue of avoiding car accidents within Yehuda v'Shomron. And one of the main deficiencies, unbelievably, we found out that the police already gave more than 250 million fines on Palestinian drivers that they weren't
implemented. But they didn't.
And nobody is collecting this money. So if you would receive a fine that you will not behaving as should be on the road, and nobody will not collect the fine, it's not effectiveness, of course. It's not this is unbelievable. And due to our recommendation, we know that the Minister of Defense changed his attitude, and we know that now they are much more strict in collecting fines from Palestinian drivers too that are that they did some thing that they shouldn't have done during the driving in the on the roads on Yehuda v'Shomron.
Okay, that was a very interesting glimpse into what you do. Just last but not least, a few words about visiting the United States. You participated in the march. You see the importance of creating these kind of events. A few words about really this important connection between Israel and the diaspora.
So, first of all, I want to say thank you to all the participants in the parade today. It was really amazing to see how the Jewish community of the United States and others also support so much Israel. I must tell you that from a professional view, we have a very strong collaboration with my counterpart in the United States, the GAO, which is eventually the federal state auditor of the United States, and he is going even, following my request, a team from his office in Washington will come and make a peer review on our office next month in order to promote our work in Israel, to see that we are doing better work. So we have very strong collaboration with them. I would also mention that as the state controller of Israel, I was lately elected to be the next president of EuroSci, which is the European State Auditor Organization, which composed of 51 state auditors. They elected me. We are going to host a conference in Jerusalem next year with all of those state controllers. So I think especially a state controller to promote collaboration will promote excellency in order to promote our work for the citizens of Israel.
Okay, State Controller and Ombudsman of Israel, מתניהו Engelman, thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you very much.